Halky Fibrax has finally disappeared. We have the new water monsters coming. I will tell you, Master Duel is looking exciting. It's time to unpack that tier list. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So, we are at the threshold here for Season 10 post a new set. What's kind of going on here? So, 10 Yi Sword Soul, good stuff. I still think that Sword Soul, at least with the 10 Yi package, is probably one of your best decks in the room. Just the pure power that this deck gets. I still know your adventure package is, you know, locked behind some pretty strong limitations, but like this whole strong format right now is just going to be, you know, branded Despia, you know, knocking it out with Sword Soul. Like we were familiar with this format for a very long time in the TCG. It was pretty eternal. I'm not going to lie to you. So yeah, we're going to have this representing good old Sword Soul here. Chaos Max Blue Eyes. Now, this is always going to be one of those cheesy decks that you always joke about people taking on the ladder with Xian's Spy and things like that. You can take a couple of wins with this, but you're not going to get the free crazy chicken tendies that you want with this. It's a fun deck to play for sure, but it's nothing that I would consider too good. Do I need to say anything about this? As I just said, these are going to be your two best decks in the room, for sure. I think the Sword Soul package still is so strong, but Mirror Jade Lubellion at this point in the game, you know, pre-power of the elements, it's so crazy to see like just what Master Duel is going to have to endure because of this. Like this by far is going to be the strongest deck until the heaping helping of power creep Reno comes down from the top and you're like, oh boy, I can't wait to get power crept out of the game. Code Talker, is this... I guess I technically have to put this in Rogue. I think that this deck still can do some pretty cute things. Is it amazing? No. But you still get some cool things. Oh boy, Nash, Knight, and Friends. Now, this is just the new Numeron support. Is it amazing? No, I'm going to put it in bad. This deck doesn't even get the chance to touch Rogue. That's how bad it is, alright? Like, if this was like something that you could pick up, try for fun, yeah, sure. But it's not good. Like, I want to give this the benefit of the doubt, sure, but it just... With like how quick power creep happens in this game, you just kind of fall short. So, and by fall short, I mean really short. Cyber Dragons, I guess I'll still put in Rogue. This is still a very interesting deck because you still have Infinity. You can still... It's 1 out of 1 format. A good contact fusion can win you a game, but it's Rogue. Dark Magician. God, we don't even have the good Dark Magician support yet. For now, it's going in bad. DDD. Is this still tier 2 in my opinion? I do think for the most part that this deck is okay. You still have to learn a lot of combo lines. We're not really at the point that you can fall off yet. It's also 1 out of 1 format, so you can steal crazy boards. It's not like you have board breakers to really worry about unless your opponent opens up Nibiru in this game. For the most part, I think that this is fine. Marincess, I'm going to put at 1.5. That's a very strong opinion. I think a lot of people are going to be very against this, but this deck coming straight out of the floodgate feels very, very strong. This is going to be one of the eras where this deck is at its strongest. I will say from this point, though, that this deck begins power creeping very quickly. If your opponent doesn't know how to handle this, you are going to get what we like to call the free chicken tendies, and you will get those free wins for sure. Alright, but that's going to be the biggest thing that this Duels pack brings to the table, is the fact that you can play this deck and you can be successful with it. But you better be a really good Marincess player, and you better know what you're doing with this. The adventure package is limited though, so you will be, if you're trying to play the adventure build, which we did see show up some in the TCG, excuse me, in the OCG actually, in the very early stages of this deck's life. But, yeah, I'll have to wait and see. Dinosaur, I still think, I put this deck in bad every single time. People hate me for it, but I just, it's not that good. Like, you know what, I'll put it in Rogue. Dinomorphia. We're missing the good round of support for this. It's going in bad until we get the better support. Once the better support arrives, I think that you will see something matter. Dragon Maids I'm still going to put in tier 2. No, it's going to go in Rogue. This deck is still fine. Adamantipator Lost Hulk. They're now back here in Rogue. This game, oh man, they lost Striker Dragon, or they lost Hulk. They still have a Pega Roller. They still have technically the entire, well, I don't know if they have a Pega Roller yet. Soon you'll get value. I still think this deck is better than Marincess. Eldritch, Floodgate deck, good stuff. I mean, it still maintains its place up here in 1.5, right? You just floodgate your opponent out and win. Smile. That's the whole plan. Endymion Pendulum. I guess this technically goes down here in Rogue. Flounder, this deck is still 1.5. Like, Flounder's going to be sitting in 1.5 for a while. Advent of Adventure is going to make this card a whole lot better. Hero, Rogue. Ice Jade is just bad. Let me tell you about Ice Jade, everybody. You think all the cool power-ups for Ice Jade make the deck look cool? I got really bad news for you. Like, it doesn't get any better. Like, this deck is just going to be pure bad forever. Adagnister. I guess I'm going to put this in Rogue down here next to Code Talker. Invoked. I guess I put this in Rogue too. Like, there's a lot of Rogue here. Kyra Control's definitely Rogue. Is Evil Twin... Is Evil Twin viable? You know what? Rogue it up. When in doubt, right? Fairy Tale Control. I've played against this deck a couple times on the ladder. Actually, hold on one second. I need to grab this. This goes right here. Sword Soul with the 10E package and branded. There we go. It all lines up now. As I was saying, I played against this deck on the ladder. It's very roguish. Lyrilisk. Tri-Brigade. Oh boy, this one's a good one. I would say that this goes in Rogue now. Trust me when I say this, that deck can really cut you off guard. Machina? This is still technically Rogue. We're just tossing more Rogue into the Rogue pile. Medolce, still also Rogue. Like, nothing changes here with this. Numeron. Man, is Numeron truly tier 2? Or is it just more Rogue? We're really filling up this Rogue category here. Numeron can steal a game for sure. I'm going to put it here. Rusty Tin Can! Rusty Tin Can's going down here in tier 2. This deck is still pretty Rogue. It can still catch a lot of people off guard yet again. It's what we're like looking at here is like, you can still do full combo with this and you can still get away with it. Virtual World's also going to go down here as well. This deck only continues to get worse at this point. I mean, this deck will be falling down more of this ladder as we go. This is just one of the few strong points that you can still play this and still have it be viable. Plunder Patrol, still going to go in Rogue. I love this deck with a passion. I love everything that it does. It's such a cool, like, offbeat deck, but you still have issues. Praying Kids. Adventure package is limited. You are down 2 Roxys. I guess I'm going to leave this in 1.5. Like, I feel like this deck still does things. How well it does them, I guess, is to be still seen. Pure Punk. You don't have the good Punk cards yet, that's for sure. You have much better good stuff coming. This deck's life is only just beginning. This will be moving up the tier list. I'm going to put it in Rogue for now. Salamangreat also goes in Rogue, for sure. That never changes. Tri-Brigade Lyrilisk, we'll just move this up here with the birds. Trust me when I say this, the bird deck is very annoying. Striker, still going to put this in tier 2. Unfortunately, like, this deck just needs a lot of time to kind of set up. You know, you don't have Mystic Mind in this game. Yeah, you have double engage, sure, but for the most part, better cards are coming. Spiral, I'm also going to put in Rogue. This deck has everything at once, but like DDD here, it takes 150 years to learn your combo lines to make things go. So this is honestly my opinion for where I put everything for now. Marincess is just a very, very temporary sit here because after, you know, whatever power-ups come, when you start to see, you know, huge power of the elements drops here, this is going to start spinning down here pretty quickly. So I guess enjoy the Rogue while you have it. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you. you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.